Hello guys and gals, this is your host, Urza7, and today I'm just going to show you my setup for watching anime, my TV setup, my current setup for watching anime. Right here we have a 4K HDR OLED TV. It's basically a 65-inch A80J with the EX panel revision, 2nd gen XR processor, and my settings. I'm going to show you the best settings to watch anime in. Yep. These are my settings, specifically. But, first settings is watching anime in HDR 4K Blu-ray anime. And that's in cinema mode. These are my own settings. Cinema. You want everything at, you want brightness and contrast at max settings. Gamma 0. Black levels 49. Black adjust, advanced contrast enhancer on high, peak luminance on high. You want to max out those settings. Expert 2, live color high. Clarity and sharpness is 47. Reality creation is auto mode. Noise reduction auto. Smooth gradation is high. You want to get rid of all the banding. That's why you want to have smooth gradation on high. All this stuff is cut down on little noises. Live colors to enhance the color of anime content. Peak luminance is to max out the brightness. Contrast is to max out the contrast. Same with black adjust. So let's keep going down. And Motionflow. You want to use custom. You want it at max settings. Clearness at 2 or 1. No, 1 and 2 provides 120 Hz black frame insertion. So you get to have 240 Hz motion. You want Cinemotion on high. To max out that. HDR is auto. Video range is full. Color space is auto. And you get the best, image quality for watching anime on an A80J. Next up, you have graphics mode. Graphics mode is specifically for my settings. I watch, anime at 4K, 120 frames a second, or 240 Hz. You include black frame insertion. And these are settings because I use a Videoprocessor to actually enhance the anime content before I send it off to the TV through HDMI. So on graphics mode, you want to have auto picture mode and light sensor off. Get the best brightness and color volume. Brightness is max, contrast at max, gamma 0, black levels 55, black adjust high, contrast enhancer on high, and peak luminance. All of this provides HDR upscaling to your anime content. It turns your SDR anime into HDR, which is good. Color is 7. You get more color into the characters, into bokeh. Way is 0. It's really neutral. And the color temperature is cold. This is the best accurate color temperature for anime content, because anime content is mastered in cold color temperatures. And live color is high, which helps enhances the content of SDR anime to HDR. Gives more color. Sharpness is 75. And that's like the sweet spot. Reality creation is manual or auto. I keep it at 60, but you can really just 60 or higher is good because it touches up, it refines the upscaling. Because, well, for anime content, I feed the TV a 4K 120 frames a second signal. Of course, Plex. Yep, reality creation 60 is like the sweet spot. Digital noise reduction, that can't be enabled on graphics mode, but smooth gradation is on high. Because, it super samples the color from 10-bit to 14-bit then downsamples it back to 10-bit. That smooths out any banding. Motionflow, custom. You want clearness on 2, so you get 120 Hz black frame insertion. You get the smoothest motion. It makes your TV run at 240 Hz. It's close to plasma-like motion and watching anime. Video signal is HDR auto. Video range is faux. Color space is auto. And that's about that for the graphics mode. With graphics mode, I use a home theater PC, and I use a MPV and SVP4, or you can just use MadVR. I use basically a 4090 and a 7000X3D with 64 gigs of RAM as my video processing capabilities. And you know, these are my MPV settings. So I'm going to show you them. Typical settings. Hardware profile is GPU HQ. Codecs is all. Hardware decode is Direct 3D 11 VA. API is Direct 3D 11. Format is RGBA 16HF. And output format is RGB10 underscore A2. With video output is GPU Next. Gamma factor is 1.1. So audio languages, I prioritize, you know, the original language before English, and subtitles English for MPV settings. So I'll just, you know, my target peak nits, target peak brightness for A80J 7050 nits, with the color depth to like 10-bit. You know, HDR peak is 99.995, and target color space is auto. Contrast is infinite. Target contrast is infinite. I don't blend any subtitles. Full screen is yes. And yes, I do have the banding. These are all the generic autistic meme settings. Air diffusion is Jarvis, Judas, and Ninke. And dithering is Ever diffusion. The band range is 16, the band grain is 24, and my shaders I use for, you know, Luma based shading is FSR CNNX, Doubler 16. For downscaling, I use SSIM downscaler. For chroma, I use CFL prediction, 1 meme shaders, and create a GPU shader cache. And other shader caches like, you know, noise static Luma and noise static chroma. And so I do some anti-ringing, scaling, you know, generically. And of course you have dynamic HDR tone mapping, or HDR toys. That's for my MPV settings. And what else can I show you? So these are my settings for SVP4 RIFE. This is my interpolation. So this uses AI to interpolate 24 frames a second anime to 120 frames a second. So this is the first one. This is greater than 1080p for HDR 4K footage. I do, you know, 2.5 times the frame rate. TensorRT, 4 threads. Version 4.6 for RIFE, 4090, performance boost enable, scene change threshold 36, do not remove duplicate frames. Second one, and this one is 24 frames a second anime, so you multiply by 5 times. I use TensorRT engine. GPU threads 4 times, AI model 4.6, device 4090, performance enhancement boost enabled, threshold is 36, and remove duplicate frames to get the smoothest motion for watching anime content. And this one is 30 frames a second, 1080p, Same thing as always. Enable everything else. Remove duplicate frames. You don't really have to. I mean, technically, because you're mostly watching, 3D content. Now, 2.5. So this is this is 50 frames a second. So you want to have, same thing enabled. Do not remove frames because you're dealing with 3D content at 50 frames a second. So with 60 frames a second, this one's the 60 frames a second setting. So I do movie times 2, and everything else is very much the same. And that's about it. So that's my settings for watching anime on my A80J with my home theater PC or video processing. This is by far the best combination for image quality and motion quality for watching anime content. So far, this is the best TV, home theater PC combo or media player combo for watching anime, and nothing else really comes close. So far, the A95L does not have black frame insertion. Otherwise, it would have been the best one. It only has 60 Hz BFI, but the A80J still has 120 Hz BFI with the EX panel and the second gen XR processor. But technically, the best one will be a 77-inch A80J with the EX panel, the second revision of the 77-inch A80J. That'll be the absolute best one, if you can get it though, if you can still find it. But I highly digress. But so far, I hope you enjoyed this video for some useful advice for watching anime content. And this is your host, Urza7. I'll catch you later. See ya. Bye-bye now. Ba-bing.